Hey, this is Anthony from RevZilla. Here we watch, decide, and ride. Welcome to our detailed breakdown of the new Bell Moto-9 helmet available at RevZilla.com. This is the new and improved Moto-9, the baby brother to the Moto-9 Flex. Now, a couple key differences here, as there has been a Moto-9 in the Bell family for some time. The Moto-9 Flex, its big brother, is going to be full carbon fiber, about 3 ounces lighter, and it's also going to use the Flex system, which is the new liner system, which is 3 layers of EPS. It's going to be more protective for low speed or rotational crashes. What they've done, though, is they've taken the best of their technology, gotten rid of the carbon fiber, backed off of the Flex, and shaved $100 or a few $100s off that Flex technology and come down to around the $400 mark with the new Moto-9. Now, it's still going to have all of the DNA of the Pro model dirt helmet. And if we look at it, and I'm going to walk through all of the nuance here, super lightweight, 3 pounds 8 ounces, your DOT, your Snell, great area for goggles, a lot of intakes and exhaust, 9 intakes and 7 exhausts, so it's going to vent extremely well, and it's very, very aggressive. And again, 3 pounds 8 ounces is very light. 3.5 pounds, that's a lightweight helmet. Keep in mind too, the fit scheme, it's going to be the new school Bell fit scheme. Intermediate oval, a little bit longer front to back, not super long, not super round. Again, consistency across the line that matches up really nicely with the North American market. Use the size chart, remember, we'll ship for free, and I'd love it if you would click our logo, subscribe to us at RevZilla TV, leave me your comments, your questions, your feedback about the new Moto-9. But if we dive back into some of the nuances here and we break it down from the inside out, you really have this pro level DNA that's making its way into a more affordable package. You know, a similar helmet a few years ago, without even being Flex technology, would have been north of that $500 mark. Now you're investing around $400, and this is a big step up from something like the MX-9 here in the Moto-9 package. Now, let's start from the outside and work our way in. If we look at it, you're still getting the same toolless adjustable peak system, right? So again, you have this visor, it's done in polycarb, you're gonna be able to move that. Again, it's a roost guard here, you have that, you'd expect that on a premium dirt helmet. You're still getting the X-static liner, which I'll pull out in a second, which is antimicrobial and wicking. And again, the vent scheme is quite rugged. 9 intakes, it's going to circulate air really, really well when you're doing this aerobic activity. And then around the back, you're still getting all these passive vents. Remember, high flow air over a sphere creates a vacuum, and it's going to eject or suck out that warm, moist air, helping evaporate that sweat and cool you down off of your head. And you can see how this all works. Notice this big ridge in the back too for your goggle strap. Now, as we start to work its way around, and remember, this outer shell is going to be tri-composite, carbon fiber, fiberglass, organic resins. It's not the full carbon fiber, but you're only really sacrificing 3 ounces. So again, step up to the carbon, shave 3 ounces, 3 pound 5 ounces. Going here with the new Bell Moto-9, in a tri-composite, you're 3.5 pounds. It's still extremely lightweight. If we look at some of the other details and nuance here, remember, you're gonna have this mesh back roost guard. That's gonna be removable here in the front. That chin vent, it's gonna be fully removable and cleanable and washable. And if I take it and I stick it on its side really quickly here, let me grab my donut off to the side. You're going to see a few things going on the bottom that are the same things you'd see at the Moto-9 Flex. The first thing is its magnifusion. So these guys are just neodymium rare earth magnets holding it in place. This is something we've seen from no one else. Bell's done this quite well. Again, they snap in place very, very simply, but it's those super hardcore buckyball-esque magnets that are going to allow you to do this. Now, if I pull it out, you're going to still see that there's vertical lines here. That's the X-static. Silver ion infused thread. Again, silver is the enemy of bacteria. It's going to defuncify, it's going to keep the smell down, it's going to keep it staying nicer longer. And again, you can always pull these out, just give them a quick rinse, but they're super soft. It's like a microfiber against your skin. You see this is a right side, this is also going to be contoured. The other thing that's harder to pick up here is there's the eject system in this helmet, and that's going to be that cutaway for the eject system. For you hardcore riders, you know what that is. That's that expandable pouch that allows an EMT to slowly work this off your head if you're out cold. And you notice the way I pulled these emergency cheek pad removal systems, or the way I pulled these out, they come out nice and easily without having to move the helmet. Now, if I get into my comfort liner, again, it's what you'd expect from a premium helmet. It's going to be 3D in its shape, and it's going to minimize pressure points. So I'm going to pull it out from the front here. It does snap to the helmet. Notice 3D, sonically welded where it needs to be, big cutaways that are going to flow air. It's still going to be X-static, and this is one of the softer interior materials I've seen on anybody's helmets. Again, we see Coolmax a lot, we see some proprietary materials, but again, the Bell X-static is going to be one of the softer components. Now, if we move back into the helmet, you're going to see 10mm vent holes. Notice it is a double D-ring construction. If I open it up here, you're going to see 10mm vent holes flowing through big channels and cutaways. There's that square with that almost that orange on it. In the middle, that's the eject system. That's where you'd put that eject pouch and run the line down the side of the helmet. But again, they really didn't spare any expense here. What they did was they just dialed it back on the flex technology and they dialed it back on the carbon fiber to allow you to get a really, really protective helmet that's fully featured without some of the super over-the-top bells and whistles that you need to spend another few $100s to get yourself into. And that's really the weight savings as well as that flex technology, which is going to minimize rotational forces to the brain, where this is going to be your more standard multi-density EPS setup. Now, if I had to home in on things I think could be improved, not a lot about the helmet other than the fact that the only solid color is going to be white. Bell, if you're listening, make me a gloss black version, make me a matte black version. Other than gloss white, I think there should be other solids available. I'm sure you're already working on this. Now, the next step in your journey is to click the info button on your screen or on your mobile device. Visit the product detail page and read other rider reviews of the Bell Moto-9. You shouldn't just take my word for it. As always, we'll ship for free over $39. And if you want to talk to a gear geek, see us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. Thanks for watching our detailed breakdown of the new Moto-9 from Bell. Subscribe to us on the YouTubes. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.